Hi there and welcome back to another one of our video series. It's Tim here from the Online Physiotherapist, and today we're going to be talking around the 7 most effective ways to relieve low back pain. The statistics tell us that 90% of people experience low back pain in their life, and for a lot of people this comes back regularly year on year. And so what we want to show you today is 7 of the most effective ways. So firstly, the best thing that you can invest in is a lumbar roll. So a lumbar roll looks like this, and because our back is in an S-shaped curve, our spine, the lower part of our back dips inwards, and so we need a bit of support. And this can go very simply on your desk chair, it can go in your car, your van, wherever you are. And it stops us from slumping downwards, so it causes us to sit a bit more upright instead of sitting like this. And that has a magnitudinal effect on our shoulders and our neck as well. So if you're experiencing neck, shoulder, back pain, this is a thing to get. So get yourself one of these. So you can find these on our website if you're wondering, or just anywhere on the internet. They'll be there, Mackenzie Lumbar Roll. The second thing to do to relieve low back pain is heat. Now, heat is wonderful to release muscle tension. Now, muscle tension, as we alluded to in our other videos, is one of the major causes of low back pain. So you can simply use a hot water bottle, you can use heat lotion, so this is kind of a deep heat, menthol kind of effect, and it really is effective if you're on the go. This is really, really handy to just take around with you. But if you're at home, hot water bottles are brilliant and cost effective, just popping in a low back and even around the hip and buttock area. Now, the third thing to invest in really is good ergonomics. Now, ergonomics we'll talk about in a much deeper depth, but this is looking at your chair, this is looking at your desk height, it's looking at the accessories. So we're talking around the mouse, the keyboard, if you're working from a laptop, unless you've got good accessories, you're going to end up with problems. So ergonomics is something to really, really pay attention to. But as I said, we'll have a video series completely dedicated to that. Now, another way that you can help to relieve low back pain is looking at what areas are going to be tight. So often, what I find in clinical practice with people with low back pain is that they are experiencing tightness in their piriformis muscle and tightness in their hip flexors. So what I'm going to do is just show you exactly what those look like. So in terms of the piriformis stretch, if I were going to be stretching my right side, I would just lie on my back, take my right ankle across my left knee, I'd bring that knee towards me, right hand through the middle, interlock your fingers on top, and you would just hold that, and you'd be feeling a deep stretch just in that area here. Now, in terms of holding that stretch, we'd generally recommend around 30 seconds and do that 3 times, and you would do that on both sides. Fantastic. So moving on, so the hip flexor stretch is another wonderful one to stretch out, and this again, because it connects to the front of your hip, so the piriformis connects into the lower 3 bones of your back. Now the hip flexors connect to the front from your quadricep and deep into this front bone of your pelvis here. So what we need to do is, if I'm stretching my right side, my left foot goes forward, my right knee goes back, and you want to keep your bottom tucked in, so you're not allowing it to just, your back to curve, okay? Make sure that you're keeping your pelvis in a good alignment here. And the principle's the same, so you still want to do that 30 seconds, 3 times, and do that on both sides. In terms of stretching, that's a general guidance. We're going to, again, dig a bit deeper and show you the evidence around stretching and how long you need to hold it for. So the next thing I'm going to show you to relieve low back pain is lumbar twists. So a really, really simple but really effective way to help with that low back pain. So what we're doing here is we're causing just a gentle stretch of the low back. So we're going to take our knees to the left and really drawing in with these muscles here, bringing you back, and then coming the other side. Okay. Now what you can do to increase this stretch is just popping your arms out to the side, and again, going out to the side, and that just increases a bit more rotation up the back here as you do it, and again. Fantastic. So there are 6 of the most effective ways, and a foam roller is another really wonderful way to just help to relieve that low back pain. Now this might be a bit much for some people, but it's really useful for a lot of people, just in reducing some of that muscle tension that they're experiencing in the low back. So in terms of how this works, you can change the amount of pressure that you're putting through. Okay, and you might experience some cracks in your back. That's okay, and actually it can be quite a good thing to release some of that pressure in the low back. So the bonus tip that I'm going to give you today is making sure that you stand up. If you sit at a desk, making sure that you stand up every 30 minutes. Now a lot of you might be groaning at that. You're like, well, I've got so much work to do. But I'm afraid to say that unless we do this really important aspect of care, your low back pain will continue and continue. The pressure in your low back becomes absolutely significant after about 25 minutes. So those discs in your low back start to get squashed, and then that can lead to longer term issues with a deterioration of the discs. So there are our wonderful tips for you today to relieve your low back pain. I hope you found that really helpful. If you feel that somebody else may benefit from hearing these tips, then please do share this video with them. Please do forward it to them. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel to receive more of this content, and be sure to check out our website for the products that we recommend and also for the services which we provide. So that's physiotherapy and ergonomics. But it's great to have you with us today, and we hope to see you very soon.